T3 T3 Media.
Through the media.
Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Talking Through the Medias. Thanks for tuning in. Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. If you like what you see, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you can also support us by becoming a member or sponsor us on Patreon for exclusives. And make sure, as always, you are sharing those thoughts because we want to hear them. I'm Amy Newman, and joining me today is Chris Fagan. Chris, how you doing?
That's a loaded question, but I am doing great. I appreciate it. I mean, I've had a great week. I'm actually kind of happy. I've got plenty of rest. Actually, you know what? For the past for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been like going to bed at like 4 in the morning. But last night, I'm like, you know what? Let me go to bed at like a 10:30ish and see what it feels like to wake up refreshed. And I'm doing good. I'm happier than a little bit. I appreciate it. Thanks for asking. How about yourself? How about you? What's it like over there?
Can't really complain. I feel like things are looking I feel like cautious optimism is sort of the general vibe right now, and I'm okay with that.
That's good. Yeah. See, cautious. You said cautious optimism.
Yeah. I think just kind of worldwide. Personally, things are going perfectly nicely, but I feel like there's just a general like, are things? Spring's coming, or are things gonna get better? So we'll see.
I agree. Well, guys, just like Amy said, this is your home for entertainment news, movie reviews by fans for fans. Like I said, I'm Chris Fagan, and thank you guys for joining us again for our weekly digital entertainment news show. We are going to go through 3 topics that we pulled for the week and to discuss them. We had a guest that we were going to introduce this week. We normally have a guest at the end of the week. And at the last minute, there was an issue, so Amaru Moses had to pull away. So we'll have him on again. We'll have him on for the first time at the end of the week during our the normal guest appearance scheduled program. But so he sends his condolences. He's sorry that he wanted to be on the show tonight, but he just couldn't make it. But I know some of you guys who are fans of his on the Schmodown and everything, you were looking forward to seeing him on the Tonight Show. But he will be here. We will talk about what he's going through during the Schmodown tournament and get his thoughts and his input on that week's entertainment news for whatever we're talking about during the last week of this month. But he will be back. So look, if you guys are looking forward to that, come back about the 31st? I think that's the last week, or the 24th. It depends. We'll see which one or the other. We were talking about it, so maybe
watch both. Watch both.
Maybe both. Yeah, right. Watch every episode. So, but if you're looking for him, I'll update you whether or not it's the 24th or whether or not it's the 31st. But I'll keep you guys posted and updated. Hey guys, what do you think about the background here? What do you think? I think I got the colors the way I want them to be. What do you think, Amy? How does that look to you? You see that?
I think it looks like you're having a gender reveal party, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. At the
we
end.
can get a shot of that. We're trying to decide if it's a boy or a girl.
The answer is yes.
Right now we're having twins. Right now we've decided gender is a construct. Right. And yeah.
But like I said,
still one of the more successful gender reveal parties in recent memory.
Right. I'm not setting any forest fires or anything like that at all. I'm keeping it safe.
Could be worse.
But we got 3 topics that we're going to go through from the week. And like I said, we pull 3 major topics from the week. We have them all queued up. First, official topic of the week.
So from MsMojo, on their YouTube channel, they released the top 10 shocking things that came out of the Meghan and Harry interview with Oprah. The countdown included the limited knowledge of the monarchy, with Meghan confessing she did not feel she needed to Google Harry. Big reveal of a secret wedding and the sex of their new baby. Harry's confessions of feeling trapped as Meghan revealed that she did everything she could to make the family proud, and a discussion of their finances and more. So we're chatting, what do you think of the interview? And obviously we want to know what you all thought as well in the comments.
I'll start with you. What did you think? Did you catch up to those 10?
I caught up. I didn't like sit and watch it all, and it was like kind of weirdly hard to find, anything beyond like the old clips. But I caught up on sort of the big stuff.
Right.
I mean, obviously, just a lot of very, very concerning.
Whose side are you on? Are you on Team Royal Family or are you on Team Meghan and Harry?
Oh, obviously, I'm Team Meghan and Harry.
Yeah, America.
Who's gonna come into that? I mean, I guess people are.
A lot of people from England are siding with the monarchy. It's weird. A lot of people.
No, I just feel like, however you feel about the monarchy, it's just like just on a human level. When someone brought up too, like, someone said this just feels like revenge, like Harry's revenge for what they did to his mother. Like, imagine you're Harry, and after what happened to Princess Diana, like, that's your mother, and that happens to your mom when you are so young still, and you get put through hell, and then you find love, and then your wife gets put through this hell that she's describing of being, she talked in the interview about being suicidal and being told that being told they don't believe her, and then being told you can't seek help because it reflects badly on us. Just having this institution that you were born into consistently ruining your happiness and ruining, the people you care most about. Like, obviously I'm Team Harry and Meghan, like, and honestly, I think good for them for breaking away from this. It will be interesting to see what happens to the royal family, in the coming years and decades, just as a result of sort of beginning this split. So I know I don't follow the monarchy incredibly closely as an American, but I don't know. I think it's pretty brave of them just to step up and be like, this is not okay.
Yeah.
But I know you will support the good Queen Elizabeth above all.
I love the crown, but no, when I first heard about this story, I thought it's okay. Meghan and Harry have only been married for 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, it hasn't been
like a year and a half, really. So that first, when they did their interview, when the news of their interview was about to come out, the first thing that came from the monarchy was that, Meghan is a bully. She's very rude to the staff or the people here at the palace. I'm like, really? That's your attack? Because you cannot convince me that all the years of everything that the staff and the people of England have been through, dealing with what's been going on with Princess Diana, with Charles, with the Queen herself, her sister, everything, all these things. I look, like you said, I watched The Crown, and I know it's loosely based on what really happened, but there's a lot of truth in it. And so you cannot convince me that the year and a half that Meghan has been a part of the family, and let's say Meghan is a bully. Even though everybody she's worked with, that Hollywood came to her defense quick. Like, but let's for the sake of argument.
Yeah, that's true. If she was a bully, there'd be enough people.
Enough people. But let's just say for the sake of argument that she was. Compare anything that she did or said in the year that she's been a part of the monarchy. Compare that to to Charles, to Harry, to the Queen. The decades of dealing with their stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, that people have been fired or let go, or there's been scandals and things like that. There's no comparison, but they were quick to try to do damage control and throw her under the bus. And then you want to try to tell me that there isn't a little bit of racism there? Yeah, I'm convinced that the tides are, they know, they feel it. They see that it's shifting in this favor. They know they can't spin it, and they had an opportunity to just like come together and embrace her. And
I feel like Meghan maybe even said, like, this is kind of a chance for the monarchy to look a little more like the demographic, to represent a little more accurately that, England is more diverse, that it is, and it could have been if they had handled this with any grace or any, tact, it could have been a pretty solid way to sort of bring the monarchy into the 21st century.
Yeah. Oh, they've had plenty of chances of that. There's been a lot of people
true. They're not going to change, but it's just like such a nail in the coffin of like, and doing this split, and even just finding out things like, because as a little girl, you have the like, oh, but if I was a princess in the fairy tale wedding, and she's such a, like, even just the difference between like Kate Middleton's like that wedding and then like this one, where you find out like we were married, we were just doing this because we knew we had to.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed with that, because Kate Middleton seemed like she was, because when she got married, they looked at her as like she was a commoner and things like that. So I felt like she would be the voice of reason, or would really, because I think Meghan. I thought Meghan and her were gonna have a good relationship, but she kind of, now it feels like she kind of fell into it, and she was like, now that she's that princess and one day could probably be queen, I feel like she just joined the ranks and just circled the wagons against Harry, and again, it's sad because Harry and his brother, they knew what their mom went through.
Yeah.
And she died because of it. And just even how the Queen acted after Diana died. How the people of England were like, we need to see emotion or something from you. And she refused. She was like, no, I'm not going to be emotional. I'm only going to, I have to act the way a queen acts. And that's fine. I mean that's what she felt was right at the time. But for a fact how the monarchy can be. Yeah. So when Meghan says, I was suicidal, or I had issues with the way things were, I didn't think that it was that bad, I can believe it. I can believe her.
Yeah, no, I mean, you look at the track records, it's like, this makes more sense. What she's saying makes more sense than any this woman's a bully, and we're just now hearing about it. But I guess that's our American perspective based on what we remember from The Crown. And
Americans are going to, look, even like people who are like, even Americans who are against her or don't care about her, I feel like we're going to back her up, because it's like, hold on. Like, this is an American. You're not going to treat one of our own like this way. So, look, if anything can prove that what the monarchy did was wrong, here it is. When they pulled the security detail from them on day one, when they were like, hey, we're not going to play the game with you guys anymore. We're going to step down from that whole, the monarchy a little bit. And then they pulled their security away from them within days. That to me tells me everything I need to know. Meghan and Harry's children, whether they're going to be king or not, doesn't matter. They are still royal blood. Mm-hmm. And you pull the security away from them. Yeah. For what reason? It made no sense.
Yeah, no, it's all kind of a mess
they didn't do that to other family members who did the same things that they're doing. They didn't do that to them. Mm-hmm. If you watch The Crown, there's uncles and things of the Queen who one uncle left the monarchy, married an American, lives in America. Their security detail wasn't taken away and things like that. So it's like there's no explanation of why they they cut ties and cut security. This is a duchess who has a child, who has two now one child, but another one on the way, where people would want to do them harm just because they're of that family. Why pull the security away from them? That to me told me everything I needed to know. Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, like I said, all kind of a messy situation, and it seemed like people are definitely interested in hearing their side of the story. So,
and we'll talk about it more on the After Dark segment of it, because there's a lot more that came out of it, but we'll talk about that a little bit more later.
So make sure you what is that, Patreon? Head to Patreon for that bonus content.
The member section of YouTube.
Yeah. Sweet membership content.
Let me know, guys, what you guys think about what's going on with the monarchy. Are you team Elizabeth or you team Harry? Let us know what you guys think, and we'll talk about it a little bit more on We Got Your Mail. Real quick, let's see. Meghan Markle moving to California is calculated. The Meghan Markle Prince Harry divorce will be epic. I don't think so. From plasma compression, I don't think they're gonna be divorced. I genuinely think. I
feel like it's a good sign that he's standing by her enough to be like, this is not okay. We're leaving.
And only based on what I've seen from the TV show The Crown. Charles had issues with Elizabeth's popularity and fame, and the same thing could be said about Meghan. She could technically, kind of in a small way, is the new Princess Diana. I mean, if Harry wanted, Harry could be jealous but I don't see that. I don't see him making that vibe at all. I don't see those vibes from that his father made with his mom. I feel, me personally, I see that he really supports her. And I think they really are gonna make it, and it looks like a me against or not me, a them against the world kind of a thing. But I think they're holding strong. That's just me. That's what I feel. But let us know what you guys think about it. Keep talking about it, and maybe we'll talk about it some more on our Q&A We Got Your Mail segment. But Miss Amy, what is the next trending topic of the week?
From Deadline, Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon didn't exactly come roaring out of the gate at the international box office, with 17.6 million from 32 markets. The global bow, which includes domestic's launch, was 26.2 million. Double-digit million-dollar debuts for Hollywood movies in the pandemic era are still a rare positive, and we've certainly seen family movies excel. While not all openings are apples to apple, however, Raya's start is a somewhat muted affair. There's a couple of factors at work here. Of the total opening, just 8.4 million came from China, despite solid social and critical scores in a market that is the only one globally to be firing on all cylinders. Of course, Raya is new IP, so it doesn't have a built-in fan base that generates a rush-to-see urgency. So, did anybody pay for premium access to see Raya and the Last Dragon? What film fans out there saw the film or decided to wait or pass? Let us know in the comments.
I actually did.
Yeah, you got kids. I was gonna ask.
I paid for the premium access. I didn't do it for Mulan, but this is animated.
I would be more likely to do it for this than Mulan.
Yeah,
honestly.
for an animated one. Yeah, I did it. I paid for the premiere access, and I gotta say, I enjoyed this movie. I've
heard nothing but great things. I think I don't know. There's something about, and I love Disney, but something about the animated movie, paying extra to see it, not being in theater, as a grown adult with no kids, it just was a little bit of wait. I mean, there's enough on my award season to watch list I haven't caught up with yet that it's I do want to see it. I'm definitely interested, but I can see pausing that one and pushing it sort of to the back of the line.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
I've heard nothing but good things.
It's a good movie. I see a lot of people comparing it to Moana. I won't do that. I see similarities and everything, but I'm not gonna compare the two. Things like what the action was great. The storyline was great. This movie is the theme about it. I mean, you'll hear it from the beginning to end. It's about trust. And trusting people. So it's a good story with Disney and Pixar. And I know this isn't a Pixar Disney movie, but this is a Disney proper movie. But they do a great job when they have a theme. You get that message pretty good at the end. By the end, I mean the message here was trust. And I appreciated what this movie was, the message that this movie was trying to do. Or give. It was very entertaining. The characters and the story, everything about it was great. I enjoyed. What I liked about it was the voice actor. I know she played. I forgot her character name in the Star Wars movies, but
yeah. Is that
But she's the one who played. I forgot her name. She's the.
That's Kelly Marie Tran, right?
Tran, right. She played the voice of Raya, and I loved it. I loved her character. I know that there's a lot of like I said, there's a lot of people who are like comparing it to things like Frozen or things and Moana, but it's totally different. The story behind it was entertaining.
It's not a musical or anything.
And it's not a musical. This would not have worked.
Which I feel like low key makes me want to see it a little less. Like, I get that not every movie needs that, but if there was like, if there was like a real earworm coming out of there that was like, I like that song, I might have to go see this one.
Moana worked as a musical.
Yeah.
Frozen worked as a musical. This would not have worked.
I completely get that not every movie needs to be that. I'm just saying. I love me a good movie.
No. This would not have worked as a musical. After seeing it, I can guarantee. I can tell you, even if you love musicals, you would have thought.
No, I get that. I'm just saying.
Break.
I think it didn't get me quite as like hyped to see it as like some of the like. Oh, it's like when I saw like Moana, it really just felt like, oh, this reminds me of like the ones I grew up on, and not that this wouldn't in other ways, but I don't know.
Moana worked.
I honestly, because I'm on track to be fully vaccinated soon. Like, once I'm vaccinated, if they open it and California's on track to start opening some theaters, hopefully in the next couple weeks. If they like doubled back and released it in theaters, I'd probably go see it.
I know they have released it in theaters. I don't know about California, but they have.
But if I could catch it at the AMC safely, I would be way more likely to do it there than pay the $30 on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and I know we're gonna bring this up later on. Like, we got your vote, but as far as I'm gonna give my vote on it. If you're a parent, if you have a couple kids at home, is it worth going to the theaters to see it? I would probably say no. I think it was better for me. I waited because I was thinking, do I want to take the kid? Because here in Texas, we would probably be free to go see it in the theaters. But I thought about it. I was like, no, I'm going to give that Disney Premier Access thing a shot. And I feel like this is a movie that was better suited for... if you have a family at home, say like you're gonna spend the $30 on the tickets alone in some cases.
Oh yeah, with a couple of people,
exactly,
it's definitely cheaper.
And then with the popcorn and all that, and the food and whatnot, you're gonna definitely go over budget. But I feel like this was a good at-home movie for the family. But if you were like by yourself or maybe on a date, a theater, I definitely probably would have saw this in the theaters if it was just like me and a date. Or like me
I was about to laugh, like, who's taking their date to see Disney movies? And I'm like, I'm definitely gonna make my boyfriend take me to see it.
You better. It's a perfect makeout movie. No, it's a good movie, and I recommend it out there. I think it's a great story. And I'm anytime I have an opportunity, like my when the kids or the grandkids or whatever come into the house, and anybody who hasn't seen it, I was just playing it a few minutes ago.
Get your money's worth. Hell yeah. You
paid
that $30.
I paid that $30. I'm gonna watch it as much as I can. So it's a good time. It's a fun movie. You'll love it. I recommend it. It's better than people who love it. I think it's better than people that love it are saying it is, and I think people who saying that they don't like it that much, it's better than that. If trust me, it's a good movie.
This is what I'm gonna do, because they've said vaccinated people can gather indoors. I'm gonna wait till I'm fully vaccinated, and at least a couple of my friends are. So then I can start inviting people over and being like, I paid $30 for this movie, please watch it. I hate feeling like I didn't get my money's worth because there's only two of us.
Let us know, guys, what you guys think. Did I convince you to go see Raya and the Last Dragon? Raya and the Last Dragon?
Raya or Ray? You said the movie.
It's Raya. I saw the movie. I know how her name is from. I think it's Raya and the Last Dragon. Check it out. It's everybody that's in it. It's great. It's a fun time. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Go check it out.
Come to my COVID home theater that I am hustling because I don't want to pay $30. I want to make my money back.
Right, $5.
Send me $3, and if I can get 10 of you to come over and watch it.
18 to get in, 21 to get your drink on. Go. All right. What is the next trending topic of the week?
From T3medias.com. That's us. Annie Murphy, who won an Emmy for her role as Alexis Rose in the hit series Schitt's Creek, is now headed to Netflix. She's confirmed to have been cast for season 2 of the series Russian Doll, starring Emmy-nominated actress Natasha Lyonne. the comedy drama series about Nadia, played by Leon, a young woman who is on a journey to be the guest of honor at a party in New York City. Then she gets caught in a mysterious loop as she repeatedly attends the same event and dies at the end of the night each time, only to awaken the next day unharmed as if nothing had happened. In addition to starring, Leon co-created the show with Saturday Night Live alum Amy Poehler and serves as a writer and director for the Netflix original series. Season 2 is now in production, though no release date as of yet. It's speculated that the new season may focus less on Nadia and more on Annie Murphy's character, who may be caught in the same time loop. So, have any of you seen Russian Doll, and are you looking forward to seeing the new season?
That's the question. Are you? Are you looking forward to that? Have you seen both?
Deeply excited. One of my favorite Netflix original series.
I recently caught up with Schitt's Creek, and I have to agree. It's that show.
I think it's good, not great. And I feel like I'm so in the minority on this.
You are, because I'm with that group of people that was like that slow burn. Like it's like I can see why it was just a show that was kind of just out there, and then little by little the word of mouth, and it became this mega thing. And I didn't catch it until after it was already done. I caught it on Netflix. And a lot of people suggested it to me a couple of years ago. I was like, maybe, I don't know. And when I finally started watching it, I loved it. And compare that, what I know from this character by Anna Murphy, Annie Murphy from Schitt's Creek. That character or that style, I don't know if she's gonna play the same type of character. I hope she's.
I feel like she's trying to play against type pretty hard.
She might do something totally different.
Well, because I know she's also slated to be in something where she plays. Is it like a murderer? Like it's something like a little more dark.
Oh, you know more than I do. What's it up? Tell me what's up.
I saw some headlines about her in some upcoming. I don't know if it's like a dark comedy or a drama. I would not be able to tell you.
I can see that.
Called Kevin Can F Himself.
Is it a dramedy or is it a dark comedy?
That is a good question. I'm gonna guess dark comedy based on the.
Yeah, I don't want her to be like.
Oh, it's a TV show, okay. So it looks like a AMC TV show. Dramedy, yeah. So I feel like there's a definite push on her end to sort of diversify that portfolio, which I think is really smart when you have such a strong breakout thing of like jump on some really good projects really fast. And like, especially something like Russian Doll that I think was a little bit of a hidden gem, but definitely well liked. And it's like, get in there, do something different. Yeah. Honestly, my personal hope as a person who thought Russian Doll was one of the best shows.
That was a great show.
I said, that was a great show. And again, a bit of a hidden gem and a bit of a, those shows where every time you talk to someone about it, everybody you talk to about it goes, oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that, but they never do. And I feel like Russian Doll is that show for many people.
It definitely is.
So I'm really hoping that this will get Schitt's Creek fans to come like, check it out.
I think so.
It gets the show some of that build and love that it deserves. I'm not concerned. I am curious about a second season because that is a show where I thought the first season was just like beautiful and fun and didn't answer too many questions. Because essentially the show is sort of this, if you haven't seen it, sort of this very dark sort of Groundhog's Day, where she keeps dying at the end of the day and getting sent back.
And I love
and she's like trying not to die. But like the way they sort of untangled it without answering everything and the way things sort of grew and expand, I just thought it was so brilliantly done and kind of such a perfect solo season that I'm always a little scared when they're like season 2. So I trust Natasha Lyonne. I think she's a really smart creator, but
what do you think they'll do with Anna Murphy's character? Do you think they'll go the Schitt's Creek route
with Annie Murphy? I think they'll give her something different to do.
Like, will she play the opposite of the character that we're used to? Or
I don't know if opposite, because there's certainly a type thing going on there, but I imagine it won't just be Alexis Rose part 2. I imagine they will give her. Well, because I feel like even
I don't know, because I mean, from what I remember from Russian Doll 1, her character in Schitt's Creek would fit perfectly with that group of friends. they would fit.
That's true.
So I'm thinking like I'm 50-50 on it. Either A, her character will be lifted right from Schitt's Creek and fit perfectly with the group of friends that they already have in Russian Doll, or she was like, I don't want to be typecast and I want to, and she'll play like a different type of a character. I'll be happy. It sounds like
at least that Kevin Can Go F Himself show has enough of a different thing that I could see her going, okay, I'm getting tied in with some really, well, I'm getting tied in with like Natasha Lyonne and with Amy Poehler. Like those are big freaking names to get in with in that world. So I think even if it's on a surface level similar, just because that is her type and what she does so well, I think, because I feel like Natasha Lyonne was kind of doing her thing, but that show, just by its nature, I think is so deeply and smartly written that it will give her a chance to like stretch that in a different direction, if nothing else.
Either way, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Oh, I think it's gonna be. I'm cautiously optimistic yet again.
I feel like she just the actress herself, she's a good fit for this cast. And I'm looking forward. A lot of fun to watch. Based on how that season ended, I'm looking forward to how they're gonna move forward with that. And I'm totally infatuated with Anna Murphy and
Annie Murphy. Not enough to learn her name.
I can never say her name right. Annie Murphy. Annie. Sorry, Annie Murphy. She's on my list. I know she doesn't care, but
she'd probably care more if you got her name right.
Probably.
You would get to shoot your shot with Annie Murphy and go up to her and be like, Anna Murphy. Wow, I'm such a big fan.
It's like, Chris, I would have, but you got my name wrong 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
I blew it. So that's my. So I blew. Yeah, I blew it. But I know I'm looking forward to it on Netflix. So be on the lookout for that, guys. If you are a fan of Schitt's Creek, if you're a fan of Russian Doll, if you're a fan of both, hey,
if you're a fan of neither, at least go watch Russian Doll.
Check it out. So I'm telling you, will love. If you like those Groundhog Day types of movies, hey, there was another one on Hulu called Boss Level.
Palm Springs.
That was Palm Springs, and there's another one called Boss Level. It's an action movie.
Oh, okay.
That does it. You would love Boss Level.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Mel Gibson is the antagonist, though.
Oh, I do hate him very much.
But you would love the movie. He's only in it like 3% of the movie. But you would love the concept of it. So go check out Boss Level. Like if you like those Groundhog Day types of movies. Groundhog Day. Like check out Palm Springs. Check out Boss Level.
I would say Schitt's Creek Russian Doll is sort of in line with the Palm Springs, like the little bit more like existential weirdness of that one.
Exactly.
If you liked Palm Springs, you'd like Russian Doll.
Exactly. Go check it out. Let us know what you guys think, and maybe we'll talk about it some more on We Got Your Mail. So that's it for our main 3 topics of the week. But we have another. Amy asks if hey, there's a lady that's here on the channel. Her name is Amy, and sometimes she asks.
Sounds like a bitch.
Sometimes she asks some great questions on our YouTube community, and she gets a lot of feedback. And what was the latest question that you asked recently?
Amy asked, what movie or TV show have you watched through the most times?
Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm pulling up the link.
I can get us started with some of Brian Pichardo says for movies The Dark Knight and Interstellar, for shows Arrested Development and The Simpsons.
Ooh.
All of The Simpsons, because I feel like I have about like 5 to 8 season block of The Simpsons I've seen so many times.
I stopped watching The Simpsons, and
same with Arrested Development. Honestly, I've definitely seen the first 3 seasons a bunch, and then season 4 like once, and I never bothered with season 5.
I'm waiting for the Simpsons to end, and then I will catch up from where I stopped to where it ends.
Honestly, I'm a bit of one of those Simpsons purists where I'm like, watch seasons like 3 through 10 and you are good.
Yeah,
you've seen what you need to see of
the rise of Homer, and then that's all you.
Well, it's just that there's some of the this is not a brilliant opinion, but they're just some of the best like TV comedy writing.
Yeah,
just like the joke per minute and the like brilliant joke per minute ratio is just off the charts.
I see here that Muhest said, I don't really watch series on TV, but the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I've probably seen the most. Okay, there you go. Yeah, a lot of people love to binge watch and watch over and over again that trilogy. Yeah. So that's his movies. What else we got here?
Skirtburger says Pulp Fiction, Hot Fuzz, or Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's what he will watch.
I feel like Hot Fuzz is one I could watch a lot. Like Hot Fuzz, Arrested Development, like anything with that type of comedy where it's like, oh, I'm picking out new things every time I watch it. I feel like are always fun for that.
Let's see what else we have. Bill France says the Last Starfighter is a movie about a boy from a trailer park and his favorite video game. This 1984 family adventure film was the first major motion picture to utilize CGI. I have seen this film over 50 times and will hopefully watch it 50 more. Jeez, Bill, damn, that's dedication. I love that. Thanks for that. Any other ones?
Joel Mayberry says probably Friends. It's been my favorite show for years. Not quite my favorite show anymore, but it's still up there. I get that. I haven't watched Friends I don't sit down and watch Friends much anymore, but I watched it so many times, like growing, like through high school and college that if an episode's on, I still roughly know like what the jokes are and when they're coming.
It's a background.
Many times. Yeah.
It's a background show. Yeah. And what you said that was from who was that from?
Joel Mayberry.
And let's see, Carl the Man says, I'm an old fart, so probably the X-Files or maybe Firefly because it's so short. I need to catch up to Firefly.
Got a couple people saying Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah. Cal Hunter says
Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Star Trek.
Yeah. That's another.
What would be yours? I guess is the
TV show that I can watch over.
Like, what's the one you've watched through the most number of times?
The most Seinfeld, and then second Friends.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go Friends just for the degree to which it's like I have them all just like in my brain still to this day.
I had VHS recordings of Seinfeld before they were available on DVD, before DVD was a thing, and then when DVD became a thing, then I ditched my VHSs and bought the DVDs.
No, I just realized that's not true. Mine is probably, and it's much shorter, so it's probably a lot easier to hit this British TV show called The Mighty Boosh. I was obsessed with it for a very long time, and I have the DVDs, and I've probably seen each episode of that probably 5 times easily.
Have you ever heard of
my favorite one's probably upwards of like a dozen or more times easily.
They said the Boosh, Friendly Boosh?
The Mighty Boosh.
The Mighty Boosh.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard
That's definitely mine. Yeah, some of those I've probably seen like a full like 20 or 30 times, just being like, oh my God, I'm going to show you this show. It's so funny. Like so definitely that for TV. Movies, I feel like realistically probably something like I was obsessed with as a kid, but as you know what I mean? Like I probably watched like a Goofy movie just ungodly times. Maybe Grease, actually, if we're talking movies I was obsessed with as a kid.
I was about to start singing something from a Goofy movie.
I have almost every word of Grease memorized because there were a lot of summers at my grandparents' house where I just watched it on endless repeat.
I've only seen it once.
That's the appropriate amount of times to watch it. It's not a good movie.
I'm still convinced that they died at the end of the movie. And then
they do. The car flies away. It makes no good news.
They're dead. It's over.
But there you go. I asked, you answered. Thank you, everybody.
So we'll have more Amy ask. Maybe we'll have a Chris ask every now and then if you guys care about that. I know you always want, like, hey, if it's not Amy, it's not anything. I know how you guys are. When I have a punchable face, you only want to talk to Amy. I know. I get it. But no, I appreciate you guys always contributing and letting us know what you guys think whenever Amy asks those crucial questions. Like she likes to solve the mysteries of the universe, and I'm glad that she's doing that every week. And
not an inquisitive mind.
But
it's empty, but it wants more.
Yeah, it's empty, but come on.
I'll put something in there. It's rattling.
How dare you? But that's the show, guys. I appreciate it. We're going to move on later on. We're going to sign off because we're going to do some talking to the media's after dark. There's some topics that we're going to get into that we can't really get into right here on the live stream. So we're going to we're going to sign off real quick, grease up a little bit and get into to that. So that's, like I said, that's the show, guys. Don't forget to support the channel, become a subscriber. Maybe you want to get some exclusive content, so become a member, join us and become, or if you want to sponsor us on Patreon, do that as well. We'll give a shout out if you send a question in. We'll shout you out on We Got Your Mail and on We Got Your Vote if you contribute to the polling. Maybe we won't shout you out specifically, but we'll count your votes. Unlike other states in America, we actually count all the votes. I won't get into it.
Oh God, is this turning into one of those channels?
I won't get it. They don't count the votes. But like I said, I'm just kidding, guys. But hey, I'm Chris Fagan. If you want to find me, you can catch me on either Twitter or TikTok or Instagram, Chris Fagan 1980, and let me know what you guys think. Just follow me, and I might give you a shout out on my social media. Amy, if they want to reach out to you, where can they find you online?
Chris so kindly put my info down here. I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman and on the Twitter at amy_n_Newman.
Like I said, guys, that's the show. And Talking to the Medias was brought to you in front of a live studio audience of the monarchy. Beware. Until next time, guys. Hey, peace.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.